also know for myself that there are a lack of millennial or leaders in our age group. Even though our skills and experiences and what we have to offer for the church, our ideas can be amazing. If you don't see us in leadership groups because you just automatically, oh, you're young, but so no, we need everybody has to be seniors. Everybody has to have been here for 50 years before they can be in a leadership position. You don't see us as leaders, even though we have the ability and we know we have that drive in us to be leaders and that we can make a big impact and a difference. But you say, oh, you don't put us in leadership. We don't see ourselves in those positions and in those places that are we believe we are worthy of, and we feel kind of oppressed in a way in church. Like we're not being heard and understood, or if people are not attempting to hear or understand us. Okay, I had to cut the video off for a second, but I did take time to make a little list. Okay, so just to piggyback off of something I said earlier, when it comes to feeling judged by people in the church, and also having people seem like and act like they're high and mighty and they're superior and they can do no wrong. When people do that, it is really, really, really making it hard for people in my age group to relate to you. If people aren't relatable in the church, and people don't see others like themselves or others that may have been like them in the past, and they don't have those conversations, and it can kind of make them feel like, and it make people feel like, oh, I don't belong here because I cannot find anybody I can relate to. I cannot find anyone that I see myself in, whether it's who I want to be or it's who I was, that can kind of mentor me and love me and guide me in a way that nobody else could possibly understand, and make me feel like I'm welcome here. Like if people are so untouchable, so unrelatable, so perfect, and that's not true, that can turn a lot of people away. Because like I just said, if you don't see anyone else like you in the church, you may think you don't belong there. Another thing I wrote was a lot of people in my age group were forced to go to church. You go to church because that's what this household does. They were not properly evangelized and told why they should have a relationship with Jesus, why they should pray, why this is important, why this faith is real and true. It was just, you're forced to be here. So when a lot of people in my age group get to a point where they can decide for themselves whether to be here or not, if they only ever came because they were told to be, then they don't have a reason to stay. They don't have a connection. They don't have their own relationship with God. They don't see where this is important other than, oh, I was forced to be here and now I'm free. Thank God I'm leaving. I'm not going to stay here. So that is another problem that unfortunately is not the church's problem. It's just, if you're in my household, you're going to church. That's what we do. I'm not saying that you can't guide your kids into this, but if their relationship isn't fostered for them to be there on their own, not because you're forcing them to be, that can be harmful in the sense of, oh, I'm leaving church because I really never came here for my own reasons. I only came here because I was told to be. And another thing to piggyback off of the leadership is that representation that still matters. And if you don't see yourself in the church being appreciated and being used in a way, then that can be kind of a turn off to people. Also, this is another thing that's possibly out of the church's control, is that a lot of people in our age group, and now with the media, they're being exposed to so many other religions, ideologies, faiths, ideas, whether it's you want to be agnostic, you want to be an atheist, you want to be this and they want to be that, and all those other ideologies. Oh my goodness, there's a wasp in the house. Okay, focus, Kim. So, there's so many other ideologies that we are exposed to try to argue and say, hey, I'm still going to believe in Christ. and you don't have that foundation in Christ for yourself, and your foundation in Christ and your belief is Jesus strictly because that's what your family told you to do, that's not solid, firm ground for someone to stand in Jesus when there's so many other things that they're being exposed to. So I don't know how that can be addressed, because I'm just giving my ideas and reasons from my standpoint. Of course, I know there are other reasons and stories, and everybody deserves to be heard, and whoever can make their own video or make their own blog or talk to their own family and friends or group of people that they're around, and share that too. I'm not here to speak for everybody. I'm not. But I know what I have to say is relatable to some people. And yeah, still another thing, I guess, is a lot of judgment or stereotypes that we are exposed to. I feel like, for instance, as a single woman, I feel it on some married couples where we're treated like we are the devil, like we're all Jezebels, and that we're all somebody to be aware of, to stay clear of, because we can't be trusted. And that's not all churches. That's another thing I want to say. I'm not saying that no church is doing this right. No church is not turning our age group away from them. Indirectly, that is. So yeah, thank you all for listening. As always, I am big on having conversations. Leave comments, ask questions. If you see a post or something online that you think I might want to talk about, or if you have something that you think I might want to talk about, email me at kimidty@gmail.com. So that's committee@gmail.com, KIMIDTY. Email me or message me on here on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you're watching this. And I like to talk. That's a big part of what I'm going to do, is talk about all types of things and hear from people. I actually like to learn about people, and their experiences, their stories, and things like that. I want to hear feedback and just engage with people. So definitely, thank you, and have a good day. Anybody looking for a roommate? I hear this lost, but I cannot find it. One of us gotta go, and I guess it's gonna be me. So yeah, help a girl out. Make me a padding on the floor or air mattress or something in the closet. As long as I can get good sleep, I'm coming. I'm on my way.